Hello friends, this is teacher JB. Let us listen, talk, and write. First, listen and repeat.
She sits in the car.
She sits in the car. She sits in the car.
Her dad drives the car.
Her dad drives the car. Her dad drives the car.
Water sprays onto the car.
Water sprays onto the car. Water sprays onto the car.
Brushes scrub the car.
Brushes scrub the car. Brushes scrub the car.
The man dries the car with rags.
The man dries the car with rags. The man dries the car with rags. Let's go back to the first sentence. As you know, the she is third person singular. That's why the verb has an S, and we need to pronounce this. So you pronounce this in this way. Sit, 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 and sitting. She sits in the car. If you can say sit in the car, say sit in the car. But usually saying sit in the car would be easier for us. She sits in the car. Her dad drives the car. Drives the drives. S is very important. Again, drive, drive, and drives. Drives the car. Her dad drives the car. Drives the Her dad drives the car. Water sprays onto the car. Sprays onto. Sprays, spray, and then it's on z. Sprays. Sprays on. Sprays onto. Sprays onto. Water sprays onto the car. Water sprays onto the car. And brushes scrub the car. Brushes, so you need to pronounce this she's. Brushes, brushes, scrub the car. So this is plural, so you don't have an S at the end of the verb. Brushes, scrub the car. The man dries the car with rags. Dries the car. Dry, dries, and dries the car with rags. The man dries the car with rags. The man dries the car with rags. She sits in the car. She sits in the car. Her dad drives the car. Her dad drives the car. Water sprays onto the car. Water sprays onto the car. Brushes scrub the car. Brushes scrub the car. The man drives the car with rags. The man drives the car with rags. Now let us do scramble the sentences. Sentence number one. She is the subject, and then sits is the verb. She sits in the car. So the first one is quite easy for us because we have subject here. Subject and verb. In the car is going to be an adverbial phrase. It shows the location or place. She sits where? In the car. She sits in the car. And then we have car and dad to be the subject, but the verb is drives. So car cannot drive. Yes, dad can drive. So her dad drives the car. Her dad drives the car. Her dad is the subject. Drives is the verb. The car is going to be an object. Her dad drives the car. And then we have water and car here. But the verb is sprays. Car cannot spray, so water. So water sprays onto the car. Water sprays onto the car, so water is the subject. sprays, verb, and then onto the car is an adverbial phrase. Water sprays onto the car. And then number 4, scrub, sometimes it's a noun, but this is a verb here. And then brushes is a noun, and car is a noun. But which one is to be the subject? So the verb is scrub without s, which means the subject is plural. So brushes scrub the car. Okay, brushes scrub the car is the sentence, subject, verb, and the car is an object. The brushes scrub what? The car. So it's an object. Brushes scrub the car. And finally, we have man, car, rags. Okay, they are all subject to be. They can be subject, but the verb is dries. So car and rags cannot dry. So man dries. The man dries the car with rags. The man, subject, and dries, verb, the car, object, with rags. It's an adverbial phrase. The man dries the car with rags. The man dries the car with rags. Okay, let's read the sentences a few more times. She sits in the car. Her dad drives the car. Water sprays onto the car. Brushes scrub the car. The man dries the car with rags. One more time. She sits in the car. Her dad drives the car. Water sprays onto the car. Brushes scrub the car. The man dries the car with rags. Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another story as soon as possible. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.